Are you ready to start making changes, implementing them properly so that you can reach financial freedom heading into 2021? Well, this is the video that you want to watch. For those of you who are unfamiliar with who I am, my name is Truitt. Welcome to my channel. I'm just a United States Army Special Operations Forces member, and I am waging war on debt. If you've been looking at a channel that you can grow with and that you can follow into 2021 to give you the step-by-step guides in reaching financial freedom, look no further. Subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be showing you how to reach financial freedom. One word of encouragement that I would like to offer you is, every year we always make these New Year's resolutions, right? But one motto that I live by is staying ready so that you don't have to get ready. Instead of making New Year's changes, make changes in your life so that every year all of these changes become an actual part of your lifestyle. The first thing that we're going to focus on heading into 2021 is getting out of debt. And we're going to do so by implementing 3 specific steps. The first step is get inspired. For those of us who have been or who are currently on a financial freedom journey, we know that it can be very taxing, it can be depressing, and it can become very stressful, especially when you're living paycheck to paycheck and you don't see any changes. But what you have to do is find your why. What is your reasons for wanting to become financially free? Is it for family? Is it for wanting to pass on generational wealth? What is your particular why? Once you find this out, it'll be a lot easier for you to stay motivated throughout the year and start tackling that debt, all right? So the first thing that I want you to start focusing on is finding your why. And in doing so, you'll begin to inspire yourself so that you'll feel less depressed, less stressed throughout the year, and more motivated to begin tackling that debt. For those of you who are headed into 2021 and are focused on your New Year's resolutions, put down in the comments below what your actual New Year's resolutions are. The next thing that we're going to focus on is budgeting. Now, there are tons and tons of different ways to budget, but one that I was privy to early on in my financial freedom journey was the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your salary on needs, 30% on wants, 20% on savings. And again, there are a multitude of different ways that you can budget, but this is one that helped me become successful early on. I know you've heard of the term budgeting, but why is it important? A lot of people who are in debt, they amass this large debt because they don't know how to manage money. A lot of us have fallen victim to this, and a large portion of this is emotional spending. So when you don't have an idea of how much money you have coming in versus how much money you have going out, it's a recipe for disaster. Now, putting yourself on a very strict budget will hold you accountable, and instead of spending frivolous amounts of money, you will hold yourself accountable in not spending unnecessary money. Now, another thing that this will equate over to is living frugally. Now, if you're not familiar with it, in this video, I actually posted how to do so. I posted the necessary steps for you to begin living frugally. So check that video out after this one. The third step in paying off that debt is choosing and staying on a debt payment plan. Most of us have heard of the debt snowball as well as the debt avalanche. In my time in helping people get out of debt, what I tend to see a lot is people not using either one correctly. If that is you, in this video, I actually went over the debt snowball and how to properly execute it. Now, the reason it becomes so pivotal for you to properly execute it, you'll end up actually paying more interest than you need. When doing it successfully, you'll keep yourself motivated and you'll make no errors so that you can pay that debt off quickly. So check that video out after this one. Now, in addition, I also went over the debt avalanche and how to execute it properly. So in this video, I went over step by step how to execute that. The next steps that I'm going to be mentioning are not ones that are often covered, but play equally as important of a role in your life as finances. So the next one is going to be your spiritual goals. Regardless of whatever your spiritual and or religious preference is, it's very important for you to find solace in a daily habit. I have a habit of every morning waking up, I meditate, I pray, I write in my journal, and then I carry on about my day. 3 areas that I would like for you to start focusing on to better your spiritual life: starting a daily journal. It is a known fact that a large portion of the millionaires and billionaires today do implement keeping a journal. I actually have 2 separate journals. One that I put in for my goals that I need to complete throughout the week, and a second one that I actually implement for my day-to-day activities so that I can reflect back from. The second thing would be meditating. So whether that be actual meditation or praying, take 10 to 15 minutes of the beginning of your day. Find a quiet spot in your home, unplug from everything, and take 10 to 15 minutes to meditate and or pray. Center yourself at the beginning of your day so that you can start your day off correctly and tackle it like a true boss. And lastly, consider joining a group. This could be through a blog, it could be through a church, it could be through a Facebook group, but join a group comprised of like-minded individuals. I can't express to you enough how important it is for you to find people that have similar goals as you do. A lot of the times you can feel like you're on a journey by yourself. It can leave you feeling very secluded. So I would highly recommend joining some of these Facebook groups. Join a Reddit group, Twitter, Instagram. All of these social media platforms are there for you to link up and network with other people that are going through very similar things as you. You don't have to go through these things by yourself. Number 3, fitness as well as health goals. Look, we can harp on getting our finances in order all we want to, but if our health is failing us, finances will do nothing for you because you cannot take that money with you to the grave. So heading into 2021, go ahead and start implementing some health goals, all right? If you've been wanting to start running or walking, go ahead and implement that. If you've been wanting to start a home gym or actually going to the gym, go ahead and implement that. You focusing on your health not only will make it better for yourself as well as your family in the long run, but it'll give you more of an opportunity to focus on your financial goals. The next area that I would like for you to focus on, and this is actually a big one for me, family goals. As things start to get tumultuous throughout the year, it can be very, very easy for us to neglect time with our family. Spend time with your family, all right? So if that means setting aside time on the weekends to watch a movie maybe with your family for an hour and a half, unplug from everything, unwind, because at the end of the day, family is the most important thing. Maybe you've had a severed relationship with your mother or your father to where you haven't spoke for a while, all right? Take 2021, use it as the year to mend those relationships. Because for me, what I've found is when my personal life with my family isn't correct, it's very difficult for me to focus on these other aspects of life. However, when it's going as planned, I have more room for growth. I have more room to actually focus on the things that I need to focus on. Use 2021 to sever those negative emotions and move on with your life, because it actually takes more energy to be upset with a person rather than just going up to them, talking about it, and getting it over with. On the flip side to that, me personally, I keep my circle very, very small, all right? So the only people that are in my actual circle are people that I know have my best interests at heart and vice versa. So you may actually need to eliminate some of those people out of your circle that are not benefiting you and helping you get to your financial goals. The last thing I would like for you to begin focusing on heading into 2021, and that is fixing your credit. For those of you who are not privy to exactly what a credit score comprises of, in this video, I actually went over that, what a credit score is from A to Z. So check that video out after this one. Credit is a very valuable tool that will help you in increasing your net worth and also building financial freedom. The key to it is using that credit responsibly. If you're not responsible with the way that you use your credit, then I would advise to stay away from credit cards or anything else of that nature. But if you are responsible, if you're at a point where you're responsible with your finances, then you should definitely be utilizing this to up your credit score. Now, I know I said 5 things, but I'm gonna give you one more. You absolutely have to stay motivated. It can be very difficult to stay motivated, especially with all the things that's going on in today's society. You have personal issues, health issues, failed friendships, failed marriages. All of these things can detract you from focusing on the task at hand. If you follow all of these steps, it will 100% get you on track to reach your financial goals heading into 2021. Because guys, believe me, I've been on the path before. I know what it takes, and what I can tell you is in the very beginning, you're like, hey, I'm $80,000, $100,000 in debt. I'll never get out of it. You can get out of that debt far quicker than you believe. If you found any value at all in this video, number 1, smash the like button. Number 2, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any other content just like this one. And lastly, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. It helps this channel to grow so that I can continue making videos just like this one. I haven't done this in any of my other videos, but if you have a suggestion for a particular video that you would like to see, put that down in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to make that video for you. And lastly, for the men and women that's serving this country, I want to thank you all for your service. I, as well as everyone else, we greatly appreciate you. Until the next video, guys, I'll see you later.